Welcome back to a Faster PC live support. I know you've been waiting all week for this show. Well, you don't have to wait any longer. Get excited. This time, this is exciting. We're actually going to be helping people resolve their computer problems. We may help you resolve your computer problems. So give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Or you can head over to our Facebook or YouTube video. Either go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Go to YouTube. YouTube channel is kind of new, and we don't have as many likes over there, but get over there and you can watch the show there as well. Or you can head to our website at fasterpc.com. We have links to both our Facebook page and our YouTube channel where you can watch this show in its entirety. And you know what? If you're driving down the road, you're doing other things, you're not able to watch right now, you'll be able to watch the show in its entirety at your convenience after the show is over. So, but if you have a computer question, if you have a computer problem, if something's not working, now is your chance to get your problem solved for free. Give us a call, 772-340-1590, and let's see whether we can help you on this show resolve your computer problem. Also, we do have technicians that are standing by in the shop ready to resolve computer problems. And we'll be there today until 2, but you don't have to wait until then. Remember, computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
That's right, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer and technical questions. So, hey, what are you waiting on? Give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. I'm going out to social media right now in the process of sharing this show, letting everyone, all of my friends know that the show is going on and they can actually participate. You may want to do the same. Technology, if you're the only one that knows how to do this stuff, you know what? People are going to be bugging you, but hey, let other people learn as well. And maybe they can answer or solve some of it themselves as well. I do want to let you know that all of our past shows are on our streaming platforms, YouTube and Facebook, and you can go over there and you can see them. Also, in addition to that, we also have been, in the last several weeks, we've been breaking out individual segments of our show. And some of those have caught quite a bit of attraction and received quite a bit of views. Last week, we actually went over a segment of how to upgrade your computer to from Windows 10 to Windows 11, even if the hardware, even if your computer hardware does not fully meet the requirement that Microsoft has. We do have a way to do that, and we actually helped Daniel that called in last week. We actually helped him do that. We logged into his system, got the software on there, showed him how to do it. He wanted to do it himself, so we said, hey, this is how you do it, and he did that. He did that himself, but we got the software over there. But anyway, we rolled that segment out to its own portion, and it has received quite a bit of comment. And by the way, if you missed that, you can of course watch last week's show, or you can watch that segment of last week's show. You can also head over and you can just watch that segment, so that you can see that as well. We also have some other ones, how to protect your computer. We started going over last week how to protect your computer from when it's in when you have one of those calls that says, hey, your computer's infected, or there's a problem with your account. So we started going over that. We rolled out the first segment of that last week, so that's out there, and you can actually You can actually watch that. We do have the second segment that's going to be going up, and we'll be going over some more of that today as well. In addition, we have a lot of other segments, including whether your information is on the dark web, how to check what is the dark web, how to check and see all of that, how to protect your computer from zero-day threats. So you can actually head over either on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can watch those in its entirety. One of the things that we did want to go over today as well, we did want to go over some streaming, and with streaming, there's some big things that are coming up, including later on today will be the Preakness. Now, this is something that really I didn't really pay too much attention to the Preakness in the past, or I didn't even really know there was such a thing as a Preakness. Did you know there was such a? But if you're into horse racing, maybe you do know that there's such a thing as a Preakness. And of course, I've heard about it in the last few years because it follows up the Kentucky Derby. I knew about the Kentucky Derby. That's pretty big. And my family, my mom's family, is from Kentucky. And we actually had one of our family reunions at the park where the Kentucky Derby is run. So I've been there, and of course listened to some bluegrass music there, from some of the family members that were playing, including my dad. But anyway, the Preakness does start today, and we'll show you how you can watch that. We'll also go over the WNBA has just started, and of course there's a new player, Caitlin Clark, who set a ton of records. I've never watched an NBA or a WNBA game. I've watched NBA games, never watched a WNBA game yet. But there's a lot of people that are watching because of Caitlin Clark. And I had never really watched a female college championship game, but I did this year because she was in it. There was a lot of hype. She had been breaking records. So we'll go over that today. The NFL schedule has been released as well, and some of the games we'll go over some of that later. But some of those games are going to be exclusively on streaming, including some new games on Netflix. So we'll go over that today, and we'll just cover these topics. And of course, we're here to answer your question. Your questions could take us in an entirely different direction, and that is perfectly fine if you want to go in a different direction. Now, if you want to watch the Preakness today, you will be able to do so, and you'll be able to do this on television. If you have a cable TV subscription, you'll be able to do this. You also will be able to do this if you have a high-powered antenna outside your house. You will be able to pick up, and probably it would need to be on a pole, maybe about a 20-foot pole. But the Preakness will be aired today. It'll be aired sometime around 4:30, and you'll actually be able to watch that. There's also a streaming option as well. So you will be able to watch the Preakness, and it will be aired on NBC, and it also will be streamed on Peacock. So if you have subscribed to Peacock in the past, by the way, even if you haven't subscribed, you may want to. You could actually subscribe to a trial of it, and you don't have to. It's just the regular Peacock subscription that will get you the Preakness. Now, by the way, it will also get you the pre-race lead up, which will not be on NBC. That will be on CNBC. So if you have cable, you can get that. You can't get that with an over-the-air antenna. If you have Peacock, you can get it there. By the way, one of the things you may want to check out, you may want to actually look at whether you already have Peacock through another subscription. I know that some one of my relatives was telling me that it's either Peacock or Paramount through T-Mobile. He has T-Mobile for cell phone, and he gets that streaming app as a perk. So it's possible that you may actually get that. Now, going to the WNBA. Now, these games are going to be streamed various levels. You can actually, various broadcast companies are going to stream them, including CBS, including ION, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN3, including ABC. ABC is real easy to get with an antenna. You don't even need, in a lot of our radio listening area, you don't even need a outdoor antenna to pick up ABC. It's really easy to get. Of course, the ESPN channels, you can get those and you can watch those through an ESPN Plus subscription ship. It's owned by Disney now. So if you have Disney, you can get just Disney, you can get just ESPN Plus, you can get ESPN Plus and Disney. You can also get ESPN Plus and Disney and Hulu. And you can also get ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Live TV. And of course, if you get Live TV, you'll see most of the games. But there is a pretty cool feature that the WNBA, for about $35 a year, or about $12 or $13 a month, you can actually watch every game of the season, and you can do that through this subscription. So that's a pretty cool thing that you can actually do. A way that you can watch this, of course, we won't be able to roll this video. This section of the video won't be applicable when we roll these videos out to individual segments. But you, watching live, know how to watch the Preakness, and now you'll know also how to watch the WNBA as well. And we'll come up with more in the future.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and streamed live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Metisoft, and SoftEnd support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer computer to a faster PC, or a faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC Radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page. Or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer and technical questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical problems as well. So, hey, give us a call, 772-340-1590. Again, your question does not need to be about what we have been talking about. It can be on any topic, and we will actually go over that with you. Now, one of the things we have been talking about, how to stream various sporting events. In the last segment, we talked about how to stream the Preakness, also how to stream WNBA games. By the way, some of the WNBA games are actually streamed on Prime. So Amazon Prime is getting into this WNBA, and in fact, one of Caitlin Clark's games was actually streamed on Prime already. And you know, the first game she was in broke an all-time viewership record for the WNBA. So you may want to check that out. And you know, if you want to watch all the games, hey, you can just subscribe to the WNBA streaming subscription channel, and that's about $35 a month, or excuse me, $35 a year, and you can actually watch all of the games throughout the entire season. Really, it's a great deal if you want to do that. And you know what? You don't have to actually have a cable TV subscription to do that. You just have to have a smart TV. You could even watch it on your phone if you wanted to, or your tablet. Some people do that. I'm not really into watching on such a small screen. But you can, if you have a smart TV that's really smart, like a Roku TV, you can actually watch it. Otherwise, you can get a Amazon Fire Stick or a Roku device, or you can get an Apple TV. There's various other methods of watching. I think I saw that Chromecast, you can watch it on Chromecast as well. So various ways that you can install the WNBA app. And again, it's about $35 to watch all of those games. But, you know, if you just want to watch some of them, well, ABC, ESPN, you also have some on Prime. And those are some ways that you can, and CBS as well. So an outdoor antenna, you can get all the ABC, You can get all the ABC even with an indoor antenna in most of our listening area. But an outdoor antenna, you'll need that probably for the CBS. And of course, there's other streaming platforms that we went over in the last segment as well. Now, going to NFL football, the schedule has been released, and some of the games are exclusively on streaming, as well as the 2 Christmas games that will be actually on Netflix for the first time ever. Games will be exclusively on Netflix. So if you already have a Netflix subscription, well, you'll be good. You can watch those games. If you don't have a Netflix subscription, let's say you just have cable TV, you won't be able to watch those games, with the exception that if those games are played, if they're played on well, they likely will be rebroadcast on the NFL network. So if you have a cable TV subscription or a streaming package substitute that has the NFL network, you'll be able to watch those games probably after the fact on the NFL network. Of course, you'll have to kind of stay away from the game. It won't be as fun watching it if you know what the outcome is. That's always the tricky part there, is to actually watch the game without actually seeing or finding out what happened ahead of time. You can also, of course, subscribe to the NFL Plus, where you can watch games live with your. They have NFL Plus and they have NFL Plus Premium, and with the NFL Plus, you can watch games live on a smart device like a smartphone or a tablet. You can also if you have the Plus Premium, you can watch the games later, and you can also listen to live radio audio that way. And that's about $100 a year for that subscription. But going on and talking about some of the other games that will be exclusively on streaming, Thursday Night Football, for the most part, except for that first game, will be on Amazon Prime again. Some of you guys already have an Amazon Prime subscription. If not, if you don't care about the game, you don't care about the teams playing, don't worry about it. But you know what? If your team's playing and you want to see that game, again, you might want to subscribe to Prime, or maybe even do a trial for Prime, and you can actually watch that game. There will also be one Monday night game that will be streamed on ESPN Plus. So there's one that will be on ESPN and maybe, I think, ABC. I don't recall looking at the schedule on that, but I know that this other Monday night game actually starts like 15 minutes later and is only on ESPN Plus. So that's another game that you will have to either have a cable subscription or a streaming package that has a cable subscription substitute, or you will have to actually have, in addition to that, you will actually have to have maybe an ESPN Plus streaming package, if you want to watch that. Again, the NFL package, you will be able to watch that with the NFL package as well. So we'll go over, there's plenty of time for the NFL season. We'll go over all of those stations, how to watch the games. We'll go over all of that in the future, and you'll be able to see that in a future broadcast. But one of the things that we do want to talk today, and again, you dictate the show, so if we have callers call in with questions, you can take us down a different path. That is certainly fine. But last week we started talking about how to protect yourself if you receive a phone call that says there's a problem with your computer, or a problem with your phone, or a problem with your PayPal account, or your bank account, or your cryptocurrency account, or your trading account. How do you handle this? We actually started going over that. You can watch last Saturday's show, and you can see the two segments really two full segments of the show. We went over this, but also we did break out that first segment into a separate video. What we'll do in the description of this video, we'll link to that video, and when we post the second video segment, and we'll also last week's show, we'll provide links, and if you're even watching the individual segments, we'll provide links to the other segments as well. But briefly, what we went over, and by the way, the reason we're talking about this is every week we have customers that come in our shop that have either received a phone call, or they received an email, or they actually saw a message on their screen that said their computer's locked, their computer's infected, there's a problem with their computer, there's a problem with their bank account, there's a fraudulent or a charge that they know they didn't actually do. They didn't actually make that charge, and that this is coming out of their account, and call this number. So we started, and we really are focusing more on the phone call, because that's the way the actual example that we're using here, where one of our customers actually lost, this is not an exaggeration, $175,000 when he received a phone call that said that there was a problem with his cryptocurrency account. And so we're going to talk about today, and we talked last week about how to implement a zero trust mindset of just not trusting the people. Don't trust people that call you on the phone. You want to verify. You want to actually call the company. Don't just look up the number, because we've seen customers that look up a number and they get the wrong company. Actually go to the website of the company, or if it's a bank account, look on your bank card. It'll have their number right on it. You can actually call them. You can see if what the person on the phone was telling you is legitimate as well. Don't even trust the caller ID, because those can be spoofed. Also, we went over, getting someone that you trust, that knows more about this maybe than you do, and utilizing them. It could be a friend, it could be a relative. Sometimes, in this case, the person did contact a relative who should have known really more, but was more trusting than he was even, and that led to a loss of $175,000. Some of our customers actually utilize a Faster PC for this service, and in fact, this last week, our attorney, who also is our client, called me or texted me and said, "Is this legitimate?" And it was not legitimate. It was a message that he got via email, and he wanted to know, and it said that there was a charge, and I think the charge was for Norton. Is this legitimate? Is this something you've subscribed us to? And I replied back that it's not, and I went over how he can actually check and verify, and he says, and I went over this story with him, and he said, well, that's never going to happen with me, because you've trained me to check with you. So he actually calls us, or he texts us, or he emails us, and we actually verify whether it's legitimate or not, and we let him know that. And in this case, it was not legitimate. Most of the cases, it's not legitimate, and so we do this for our managed clients, our clients that pay us a monthly amount and don't have to pay for that time. We also do it for non-managed clients. They just pay for the time that we're helping them out. If we already have remote support software, we can log into your system and we can help you with that. So what we're going to go over today, though, is first of all, we're going over how you want to secure your accounts. So this is step 3, is to secure your accounts. And how do you do this? Well, first of all, you do not want to store your passwords in your browser. You want to use a secure password system. So when you store your passwords in your browser, there's a big risk to that. So with storing your passwords in your browser, someone that has the knowledge and the skill, and really they don't even have to have the knowledge and the skill, they just have to have a tool that was created by someone who has the knowledge and the skill, and then they need to have access to your computer to run that tool on your system. And by the way, this only takes seconds. If you let a scammer in your computer, whether it initiates from a phone call or from an email address or from clicking on a link or from you calling them from a number on your screen or a number on the email, you calling them, however that is initiated, if you let them in your computer, I can guarantee you within seconds they will have all of the usernames and passwords that you have saved in your browser. So it's not a safe way to do this. We do security scans for businesses, and every time someone has a username and password stored in their browser, most of the time it's many, that software that we run is able to quickly crack their passwords. And also we actually find that many of these are already on the dark web as well. So you want to use a secure password system. Now we do have a secure password system, and this secure password system is really cool because, people have a lot of passwords, and it's difficult to remember all of the passwords. It's difficult to know what your password is, and really even to come up with strong passwords for every website. What we actually see quite often is that people will actually use the same password on multiple websites, or they will actually just, in addition to using the same password on multiple websites, maybe they'll use, their password will have their birthday in it, or their password will have their, some other type of date in it. Maybe their password will have their kid's name or their dog's name or someone like this. We actually even had one customer, his email account was hacked, and he had a password, something like Kitty12345. And that's not the exact password he had, but it was really that simple. And the account was hacked, and he wanted to change it to Cat12345. That is no joke. Now, again, that's just an example. It wasn't actually Kitty, it wasn't Cat, but the numbers were a sequence like that, and it was a very different animal, but it was very similar to that. And, I said, are you crazy? I mean, your password was just hacked with something almost identical to what you're suggesting. And so these password systems are able to come up with a secure, unique password for every site that you don't have to remember. We'll talk more about this coming up after the break.
Listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, A Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to A Faster PC, or A Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC has been here, and as Florida begins to open for business,
The faster faster PC.
We'll remain open to repair computers 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 Saturdays. We offer curbside drop-off and pickup and on-site service where a faster PC can come to you. And we can fix many computer problems remotely without requiring any in-person contact. A faster PC is also working to help our customers set up remote access so that employees can continue to work and be productive from home. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
A faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 next to the new Dollar General in Port St. Lucie and on the web at
www.afastpc.com.
That's www.afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. Again, that's 772-878-5978. Even in times like these, when you have computer problems,
You need a faster PC.
welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to A Faster PC Radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for A Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer and technical questions for the last segment of today's show. And we're going to continue, of course. If you have a question, we can roll this to another segment if we need to, or another week if we need to. But we wanted to talk more about this our password management system. So it is able to come up with a complex password that is so complex that you can't remember it, and it's able to actually do this unique password for every site. The only password you need to remember is the password to get into the password management system. And it's also protected with MFA, that's multi-factor authentication. So not only do you have to have a username and password to get into the password management system, you also have to have MFA. And this allows you to be able to go to a website and not use your dog's name or your cat's name or your date of birth or your child's name or your spouse's name or any of these other names that really a hacker could, if they look at your Facebook page, if you have one, they might know what your child's name is or what your dog's name is, because you might post about your dog or your child on there. They might know your birthday because you might actually list your birthday on your social media page. And you know what? Sometimes they actually require you to use your real birthday. I had at one point a fake birthday on my Facebook account, but because I do some ads, and some of them are considered political, even though many times they're not political, But certain subjects, if you mention certain subjects like protecting innocent human life, well, Facebook deems that to be a political post, even if it's just, hey, we should protect innocent human life. Well, because of that, I actually had to verify who I am with my driver's license, and I had to even, get an affidavit and send that in to them, and of course they know my real date of birth, and they changed my date of birth on Facebook to my real date of birth because I had to go through that authentication and verification. So you just have to realize there's certain things that people might know, and you don't want to use that for your password. So with the password management system, what can happen is you can actually go in and it can actually create a secure password that is so secure that you're not going to be able to know it. You're not going to be able to see it and or to guess it, figure it out. It's going to use a mixture of uppercase letters, numbers, special characters. It's going to use again, it might even, you could even have spaces in it, but it's going to create a password that is complex, that is so complex that you actually can't remember it. But you don't have to, because the password management system will remember it. You just have to remember the password to get into the password management system. So that's the key, and that makes it really easy. Now, another thing that you need to do to secure your accounts is to implement MFA, and what MFA stands for is multi-factor authentication. So it's not only your username and password that authenticates you to the entity, it's also a code that's either texted to you or emailed to you or provided by an authenticator app of some sort, and you can get these codes. You basically have to set up your device and get it set up where it's a part of that, where you actually have that device configured and registered with that company. It creates a unique code that's unique to you, and that changes typically every 30 seconds. Some MFAs will actually send a code where you'll have like a pop-up on your screen, and you'll actually have to select numbers that are actually displayed on your computer screen. You'll have to select those on the app, or where you'll have to enter in numbers that are displayed on your computer screen into the app and then click yes, it's me. Now, one thing that you do want to actually do is, I would encourage you, if you can use a MFA app, use that MFA app, because it's going to be more secure. It's going to work better than using it's going to be more secure than using your email address. Because you know what? If you use your email address and you haven't followed the previous steps that I mentioned, and you are storing your usernames and passwords in your browser, or the hacker has access to your computer where they would have access to your email, well, they can get that code from your email. And so using an authenticator app is even better. Now, here's another point. You never, ever, ever want to give out your authentication code from the authenticator app unless you're the one trying to log in. You wouldn't, by the way, you wouldn't give your username and your password to a hacker or a scammer. You also never, ever, ever give your MFA authorization number to anyone else on the phone. They don't need it. You don't need to give it to them. Your bank, by the way, will never ask you for this type of a code, and you don't need to give that to them. You never, if your MFA ever pops up, if the app ever pops up and asks you, are you trying to log in, never say yes unless you are trying to log in. Don't assume that someone else is trying to log in, someone that you know and trust. You want to go back to that zero trust mentality. You're not going to trust the message that's coming up. You're actually going to investigate. You're going to say no. You know what? If you have an account that other people that you know and trust log into, They need to communicate with you that they are logging in, and you need to actually know that it's them. And really, the best way to do that would be for you to call them, not just for if they call you, hang up the phone and then call them back. Because again, as we mentioned earlier, caller IDs can be spoofed. There's even artificial intelligence today that can take your voice or your son's voice or your daughter's voice or your wife's voice and create artificial intelligence. Through artificial intelligence, they can actually use that technology to actually call you, and it can sound just like someone that you love. This is how, by the way, we've had customers that have had this type of situation where they receive a call and the caller sounds like their grandson or their granddaughter. And the caller says, "Hey, I'm in trouble. Can you send me some money? And listen, don't tell my parents because I don't want them to know. Maybe they got arrested or they got in an accident and they don't want their parents to find out about this." Well, why are they saying that? They're saying that because they don't want you to call their parents. And because if you call their parents, you'll find out that your grandson or granddaughter was not in an accident or wasn't arrested. And but they'll use this, and they'll use the sympathy. Well, come on, I'm trying to not let my family, I don't want my parents to know about this. And grandparents sometimes do, give kids things that their parents won't give them or won't let them have, or they'll kind of help them skirt the rules of their parents a little bit. So they'll play on that to actually try to get you to not accept that. But that's just an example. And by the way, we've had customers that have actually gone to the bank and withdrawn $10,000, put it in a brown paper bag, and have walked out to the corner and had a car pull up and pick up that bag. And the person in the car a lot of times doesn't even know that this happened, doesn't even know what's going on. They're just an Uber driver or a Lyft driver that's been paid to pick up a package and take it to somewhere else. And the thing is, it's cash. You're not going to get it back. It's gone. That money is stolen, and it's stolen because you trusted the caller on the phone that sounded like your grandson, sounded like your granddaughter, and you trusted without verifying that it actually was them. So if you receive a call even that says, "Hey, I'm trying to log into this account, can you authenticate this or give me the code?" Don't believe it. Hang up and actually call them back. Have them verify that way you verify they can answer that phone, and that you're calling them on their phone. You're not calling them, by the way, just on a number, and you need to have, these people, you need to know what their numbers are. Have them in your contact list. If you don't know how to add phone numbers to your contact list, we can help you with this, but you probably also have that grandson. Ask them to help you add that to your contact list. Ask your children to help you add those numbers to your contact list. You know what? There might be a time where you might need it, where you need to contact someone, and maybe you don't remember their phone number. Maybe you even have a situation. People have this as they get older, where you have a situation where you just forget what someone's number is. You can't remember. By the way, if people are tired, it can even happen to younger people as well. But having that number can really help you in the contact list. But you never, ever, ever want to give out that MFA device, that code, to anyone else. The one situation would be if you're using an account that is shared by other people and you've set up MFA. That's the only way that you would actually do that. But typically, if it's a bank account, if it's a brokerage account, typically you could have a login. Like if it's a joint bank account, you can have a login, and the other people on the account can have a login also. And if MFA is a feature or is an option, that person with their login could have their separate MFA, so they don't need to use yours. That's the best way to do it. One thing to realize with this as well, or one point I want to make is just that banks are not as secure as they really need to be. And really, I mean, this is big because banks have a obligation. I mean, you're keeping your money there. You have in many cases you have direct deposits going in there. Sometimes large amounts of money going into this bank account. Sometimes large amounts of money going out of the bank account. It's important that all of that works. Well, one of the things I found is that a lot of times banks will limit the number of characters you can use for your password. They also will limit the types of characters you can use. There's certain special characters that they won't allow. And also, many of the banks, you cannot turn on MFA, multi-factor authentication for logins. And also, you can't turn it off if it is on many times. So banks, I would say, they need to do a better job of securing your account. If you need help with any of this stuff, you can give us a call, 772-878-5978. Give a Faster PC a call. Let us help you. We can help you protect yourself and your account.
And we're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can not only hear the show, but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve computer problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website of fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 5. And next Saturday, we'll be open from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL. The title to tomorrow's sermon is Rachel Weeping for Her Children, Refusing to be Comforted because They Are No More. You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.afasterpc.com. Again, that's afasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
Before God created civil government, He created family. Before He created even the church, God created family. Families play a vital role in training the next generation. Commit today to nurturing and supporting families, especially your own. Families that are committed to God and each other can play a vital role in transforming our churches, cities, states, and nation.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.
News on the Hour, sponsored by